The TF2 community is brilliant for its creation of maps, weapons, cosmetics, game modes, and server plugins. From my all-time favorite Versus Saxon Hail to the chaotic carnage that is Trainsaw Laser and RTD to... But there exists a couple of community contributions that are the cause of certain controversies and conflict within the community, called Give Me All and Strange Leveling. Both of these creations are catered towards newer players, as a way to skip past a grind more experienced and older players would typically have to go through. Give Me All is a fairly common chat command similar to RTD, instead of causing some wacky action to occur.
Have you feel funny?
You're awarded every single achievement and several achievement items as well, such as the weapon unlocks, cosmetics, a taunt, and some other items. Although you'll find a couple of people who find this method as cheating, most of the community doesn't care too much about the direct usage of the command at all. You want to look good at the game? You need a hat because hats equals skill, and the only way a little free-to-play is going to get a hat is by doing achievements. Some of these hats require you to win a map 137 times,
I fucking love Doomsday!
get into stalemate hell, are restricted to Halloween only, or, the worst of the worst, have friends to play the game with. The main argument that does come up from using Give Me All though, is if it's really worth it. Achievements are meant to be achieved. Shocking, I know. And people who have used Give Me All tend to regret that decision later on as there's less and less to work towards in the game. Even if some achievements are as hard as finding a black guy at night, most are a pretty fair challenge to complete, with the reward of successfully completing them being your own self-satisfaction. Combine that with TF2's dry spell of content in recent years, and it gives people some other goals to work towards, even stepping outside their comfort zone and use weapons they would never bother to use ever. Do you actively play for the achievements and the actual satisfaction of doing it legitimately, or do you pull a Wallace and Gromit and cheese it with a console command? Either choice impacts you and you alone, for better or for worse. Unlike the next community controversy creation, strange leveling servers. Strange leveling servers are, well, servers you can join to level up your strange weapons. Instead of killing and beating people in-game to show your skill and prowess with a weapon, you can instead kill a bunch of boss incapable of fighting back while you one-shot them for hours until you get a Hail Zone Fan of War. The farming doesn't stop there either though. Have a strange part for tanks destroyed or sappers removed, they also have it covered. In contrast to the achievements which could only be viewed and impacted you, strange levels are something everyone in a match can see, leading to a lot more people bashing the usage of strange leveling servers than Give Me All. Even though both features are entirely cosmetic, strange levels do have a partial player effect when it comes to gameplay. The more kills you have on a strange, the more skilled you must inherently be, unless you farmed for them. It's a similar point to the whole hats equals skill point, where the fancier your hat, the better at the game you must be. But while hats are a purely cosmetic change that can be easily worked around to get via trading or your mom's credit card, strange levels aren't. I have to kill 8,500 people. There's no direct way to bypass that crucial step. I still have to genocide the entire population of Montserrat, either legitimately by playing hundreds, if not thousands of matches, or by spending several hours on a strange leveling server. The end result is also drastically different as well. Either you've gained the needed skills to show off how you earned those kills, or you'll be sitting at the bottom of the leaderboard with it, teammates laughing at you and your inability to score a simple kill. It's a lot harder to defend something that actively does a lot more harm than good, for both yourself and your teammates. There's the obvious one of how stranges are still technically just a cosmetic choice, even more so now with the value and prestige of a Hail Zone being less thanks to farming servers. But if you don't care about any of that and just want to see a big number next to your gun, there's a way to do that easily. But that's really it. Unlike Give Me All, which rewards you with the actual rewards at the cost of the payoff, strange farming does none of that while still taking away the payoff of getting a Hail Zone legitimately, having you sit in a kill box for hours doing nothing but wasting time. Overall, my personal take on both subjects is to at least try, especially when it comes to Give Me All. A lot of people tend to regret doing the command early on, doubly so when they migrate from a free-to-play account to a pay-to-play one, who won't be wearing a ghastly gibbous anymore. The short-term satisfaction of seeing every single achievement done in the following items doesn't hold up as much as the constant feedback or challenges that can make your TF2 experience more enjoyable if you feel burned out about it. Of course, if you've done all that you can feasibly do and don't want to really play 137 rounds on Doomsday, it might be a smart idea to use the command. Similarly, with Strange Farming, doing it just robs you of the constant feedback of skill and experience you gain when leveling up Stranges normally, while also marking you as a big stinky cheater for everyone. Of course, some people might be a bit more defensive about using one or the other, so feel free to share your opinions on either take in the comments down below. Both of these aren't as controversial as something like cheating, scams, or just using the gas passer in MVM. You aren't robbing or cheating others out of an experience or the game, just yourself, with rewards that debatably won't feel as rewarding as doing it legitimately. We're at the credits, yay. Can you tell I got a cold? Can you tell that I'm sick? You know who's also sick? Poopy Joe. He's somewhere in the video. And of course there's a reward for being the first to finding him. Because there really is. Trust me, I remembered to buy the rewards this time. I actually have them this time for real, guys.